All right, guys. Practice today. Goodwin and Staley will both be out. Goodwin with his calf, Staley with the usual Wednesday vet day. Limited, Selleck still in the protocol. Richburg his knee, K1 knee, and again out this week will be Breida and Pettis.
So Goodwin is the calf that he had been dealing with and not an Achilles?
No, calf contusion, Achilles. I think it's all connected.
Same.
Yeah, trickle down effect.
So you guys have brought Dunbar up. What have you seen from him on the field all season?
He just, be on practice squad all year. He has been up with the game plan every single week. He knows all the spots from a mental standpoint. We could have plugged him in on a Saturday, and he would have always known the game plan. So just from that standpoint where it starts with, and his skill set, he's gotten better throughout the year. He's got real good hands, runs hard. He's a big guy. I'm excited for him to get an opportunity.
See more of a Z?
Yeah, we use him. Yeah, we use him as the Z and slot inside player.
Do you, for next year, as far as Pettis is concerned, envision him being the punt returner?
I know he has the ability to be. That depends on what he's doing offensively and if we think he's definitely the best guy. If it's tied with someone, if he had a huge load on offense, I'd give the tie to someone else. So it just depends what his workload is and if he's the best guy on our team.
You like him at X, or you want to wait and see what else you add in the offseason?
Yeah, that's the thing that I think I like the most about Pettis is that you don't have to pencil him on one position. He's got the ability to do all three. Whatever the rest of our roster looked like, where he got to, and just the way you can put the best three guys out there together. Where it's three guys together, usually on third down, where there's two guys on first and second down.
Goodwin finished last season so strong, but he wasn't really able to replicate that this season. How do you assess his season this season?
I think he's just been very inconsistent, especially with his health. He hasn't missed a ton of games, but he's definitely missed some. And when he has been able to go, he hasn't been 100%, throughout those games. So it's tough to be consistent when you're not healthy, and we're dealing with that this week too. A lot of that you can't control, so hopefully he'll be more fortunate with that stuff next year.
Would you like to have a situation where he doesn't have to play 65 snaps a game?
Yes, definitely.
Is he more effective as far as just?
Yes, I think everyone is, first of all, but it definitely would help him more to not have to be out there as much.
What have you gotten from Weston Richburg this season?
We've gotten very good center play. I know he started off this year at an extreme high level. I thought he was doing as well in the run game and stuff at the beginning of the year as anyone I've had. Had a number of setbacks with his knee injury that he's battled through. I think he only missed one game because of it, which is a credit to him because it's been tough for him to practice for a lot of this time. I think he's starting to get healthier, which he's finishing stronger than the little stretch he had to the beginning. I think it'll help him a lot more being a year in our offense too, just coming back next year. And hopefully we can, with the help of him, find out a way to keep him healthier throughout the year.
Whether you pay attention to this or not, there's the analytics group that doesn't have him rated very highly. Is that just because you ask so much of your centers and it's difficult to tell exactly what his assignment is on any given play?
I'm not sure because I don't really know how they grade it, so I couldn't tell you that, but I know that I'm happy with them. Doesn't mean that there's not room to grow. I think he can play better too, especially the way he started out the year. We've got to find out a way to make that last throughout the whole year. But no, I think we got a very good center. It's only going to get better.
So you're going to need surgery in the offseason?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so, but I'm not sure.
What kind of season has Lakin had this year at left guard?
I think very good. Lincoln, similar to what I was saying, I hope happens with Richburg, but it's happened with Lakin and Staley. Just them playing throughout all last year. They got better as the year went. And I think they both came back better this year, just having a year in the system. Both have been able to stay healthy throughout the year, and I think it's made both of them go in the right direction.
Elijah Lee led your defense in tackles in the last game. What does he do well?
He's done his job well. He's gone in and filled that role very well. He's been consistent, hasn't given up too many big plays. He hasn't busted very much. He's done his job, and when he's been there, he's made the tackle and gotten guys down.
You good?
I've got one. What do you see from the Rams now versus when you played them the first time in the season?
Defensively they've added Fowler, so that's different. It keeps back. Offensively they've lost Cup. I expect to have Gurley this week. We'll see. They're a good team. Have been playing throughout the year. They had a couple games where they hit a little bit of low going against two really good defenses. They bounced back last week, but it's just like the beginning of the year. You can tell why they're one of the better teams in the league, why their record is what it is. All three phases, I don't think they're there numbers-wise in all three phases, but they have the ability in all three phases to play like a top team.
What was your impression of Jared Goff when he was at Cal, and what's your impression of him now?
I didn't watch too much of him at Cal. I watched 2 games on him and 2 games on Wentz just because I was pretty confident that we weren't drafting a quarterback. I was at Atlanta, so I spent my time on other stuff. But the 2 games I watched on both of them, I definitely saw why they were going to be 1 and 2 coming out. And then watched him hard last year, and he was very good last year. Watched him the year before last year, and it wasn't just him, but their whole offense struggled, including Gurley and things like that, where Gurley wasn't like that the year before that, his rookie year. But no, they all played at a very high level last year, and just getting to watch that tape, you could tell Goff was a special quarterback by the end of last season. He started this season out even better than last year. He's extremely accurate. Reminds me a lot of Matt Schaub, a guy I used to have. He's very good in the pocket, and if you give that guy time to throw, he can pick you apart because he's as accurate as it gets.
How interested or uninterested were you in Fowler at the trade deadline?
Well, I mean, we're always interested in adding pass rushers, and he's a good pass rusher to add. It was just a tough situation for us because you knew he was on a final year of his contract, so you're only making a trade for a guy you can only guarantee half the year, so you'll see how that goes, but it was just a little risky for the situation we were in.
What are areas Mullins needs to improve on?
Well, he's played very well and gotten better to me each game he's played. And it's just about taking it to another level. How much better can you get? How much more consistent can you get? How many more impressive plays can you make without getting sacks and turnovers? The more you try to make big plays, that can happen, but also the higher probability of bad plays picks up. So he has started to make more and more plays the more he's played, and hopefully the more opportunities he gets, he'll even get better at that.
Do you think he could add some velocity to his throws if he worked with a guy like Tom House in the offseason?
Did Tom ask you to ask that question? Yeah, the more you work, and the more you work deliberately the right way, you get better. And so, of course.
Have you ever had any dealings with Tom House?
Yeah, he's a good dude. I recommend him. He's awesome. Yeah, no, I did. I've been down there, spent some time with him before. Yeah, and Matt Ryan spoke highly of him.
Okay.
So again, hopefully we all get bonuses from this.
After watching the tape, how do you think McGlinchey held up on Sunday?
I didn't think it was one of his better games. I think they got him a few times on the pass rushes. Definitely, it was a huge challenge for him. But he has done better. But by no means was he the reason that we lost or anything. A lot of guys struggle versus that group, and he didn't struggle worse than others. He just it was a tough game for a lot of us.
Were you guys expecting Khalil to be used in so many different ways, whether it be chipping Kittle or, I assume you expected him to line up on either side, but it just seemed like he did a lot of other stuff.
Yes, we assume that you can't assume anything. They have the scheme to where they can put him anywhere. They have the players to put him anywhere. So we know based off analytics, we know based off of our study, we know based off of a lot of stuff, the percentages of where he's supposed to be. And you also know based off, the coordinator you're going against and his ability that whatever you have success with, Khalil's probably going to be in a different position the next play. So that's something that what makes him a commodity.
With Dunbar, is that a reward to put money in his pocket, or is it you expect him to play on Sunday?
Well, unless something crazy happens, expect him to play.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.